So I have been sitting on this little guy for some time. It's a Mini Z, but it's not just any Mini Z. It's a first Mini Z. This thing cost me $85 delivered to my door. It's meant for kids to get into the world of 1/28 scale RC cars. Now, if you know the original Mini Zs, they're quite expensive. This thing isn't, but is it worth 85 bucks? I honestly think so, but I'm going to show you today. We'll quickly unbox it, show you the car and the chassis. We're also going to put it in my wind tester here from Funtech Labs to see how aerodynamic this thing is, and then we'll put it on the ground and we'll maybe try and get it around the slot car track, but I'm not too sure about that. But first things first, let's take a look at it. So diving headfirst into the unboxing, let's not get stuck with the boring bits. Firstly, you get a controller. It is very basic. You need two AA batteries, which are not included, so you need those. You also get some goodies in here. Let me see if I can get them out quickly. Got yourself a little key. Do not lose this. I'll show you what this is for during the video if my camera wants to pick up on it. Don't lose that. You've also got some witches hats, which you can do some driving or drifting around. And of course, if I can get it out in one foul swoop, your RX-7. There it is. Hard body. Now you don't have pop up and down lights, but underneath this chassis does something really cool, which I will show you. And if you are thinking, Trav, does this shell fit my other Mini Z chassis? It does, and vice versa. You can fit the other shells from your, I was going to say bigger Mini Zs, but your more expensive ones onto this starter set as well. So there's your car, witches hats, controller. Let's have a look at the chassis. So what does the $85 get me? Is the first series just a cheap toy? Well, I've got to quickly give a disclaimer. I did pay 85 bucks delivered from eBay on special. You normally get these for around about $100. Here's some different examples of what you can get, but you will find these on special on eBay a fair bit for that price. Now let's go down desk level and have a look at what do you get for your 85 bucks. Firstly, an adjustable chassis, which is going to make sense in a second. I want to show you how that works. And if you are new to Mini Z, all you need is AA batteries for the car itself. And in the controller, you also need two more AA batteries. Really cheap setup. We've got working lights on this thing. It's fully wired up. I'll show you when we take the body off. And a little bit of suspension. Not too much, but a little bit. And of course, for the price, we're getting some pretty basic steering setup, but that's okay. 85 bucks, I'm happy with that. And the big question is, does this shell fit my other Mini Z cars? The more expensive premium ones? Yes, it does, and vice versa. And with that adjustable chassis, which I'll show you now while I'm talking about that, if we go over to my two, Bamboo Lab H2S printers, we have just printed off a body from the Bamboo Lab app, which is this, the Iveco truck body for a Mini Z chassis. Well, this one to be precise. So if I put it on top, you can see it is a different wheelbase, wheel length, so we need to adjust that body. But before we do that, I want to take it for a bit of a spin on the floor. So let me turn it on. Before we change the body over and put it through the wind tunnel, let's take it for a spin. Before we hit the ground, how are we going to drive it? Well, with this very basic controller, and it is for kiddies. So you've got two different speeds on the back, high and low, and there is a bit of a dead spot in between pulling the accelerator and it taking off. We'll see if we can do it on the low speed as well. It's actually working a lot better than normal. And on the front, you've got yourself a lap timer. Press this button here, the start, stop, reset, and you can actually time yourself doing a lap, which I think is a pretty cool function and quite unique. Stop and then reset. All right, now that you've seen my very expensive controller, we better hit the ground. So we've gone chest cam, so you can see this guy in action. And we're gonna go full speed first. So let's make sure it works. Check those headlights out, and let's check out the rear light. No reverse at all on these, but they look pretty good. Let's put him on the ground, and this is quite rough, this concrete. So let's put him down, and we're gonna go, sorry, I lie. Let's go slow speed first, just to show you how this thing drives. And that's not too bad, because remember, this is designed for kids. It's not your full-blown Mini Z race car. Can we go up the ramp? We sure can. It's a bit smoother up here. It is pulling to the right a bit, which we can adjust that with the non-proportional steering. You just move the pin. But now let's go full speed. So see how much faster it is. Well, that's a lot faster. And remember, these are just running off your standard AA batteries. And I hope this camera angle is showing you how this guy drives, because it's quite good. I'll give you a bit of controller action as well. Here we go. Can I get it done right? I am impressed. Can you imagine a couple of these driving around together? Whoa, I went the wrong way. And that'd be a lot of fun. So Let me pick him up. Let's have a quick look at the lights again. Front, rear lights. But now let's see if we can go over there. So we've gone the dorky head cam. So I do apologize if the vision and the sound quality is poor, but we do have our slot car track. And let's go slow speed first. Now, quickly before we go, these got very skinny tires, and in a slot car track, we have slots. So I've got a funny feeling that they're gonna get stuck, but can we drive around it? It is getting stuck. You can see it's trying to pull me left and right. Now, this was an afterthought. I didn't expect it to perform, that well. Can we do a full lap though? Because I've actually done some practicing and we haven't got a full lap yet. No! Oh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. All right, so we can definitely confirm that won't go on the slot car track proper, unless we put fatter tires. But I'm gonna quickly do full speed, and let's see if we can really make a dog's breakfast out of it as we get stuck. Come on, let's go again. Come on, Kyosho. That's it. No, no. Can confirm, not good on slot car track. Now let's adjust the chassis and put on our 3D printed one. So the ground test was an absolute winner, but the slot car test was a fail. But for this part, we need to put you on the desk, and I need to put you into my holder because we're gonna check out the chassis. This is the part that I like so much about the $85 chassis, is that we can actually adjust it, and you will be able to put other Mini Z shells on it, which I don't have to show you that, but take my word for it. They do design them the same size. They're 1/20th scale. There is your lights. We'll disconnect those so we can put our new body on. But this part is very simple. If you haven't seen one of these chassis before, they are quite basic. We're going to grab a little screwdriver, just the hobby version, something cheap from your local hardware. Undo these 2 screws, and then we're going to move it to suit our new shell, which I've 3D printed on the Bamboo Lab H2S. So let me take that apart. Now I'm going to quickly show you this up nice and close. Those 2 come off, just unclip it, then you've got 6 holes or rows of 3. Choose which one suits. Now I know for a fact the back one is the one we want. Put that back in, and if I can do this with the magic of one hand and no editing, we're going to do it, as my GoPro is about to turn off in the background. Wait for it. Nice. We're going to put these screws quickly in, and then we're going to test fit our 3DP shell. And this is why I think it's worth its money. So it's already longer. We can't put our old one on anymore. It's going to be a bit too long. But with our new guy, you can see we've got the same clip-ons. Now be very careful. I've already broken this. They are quite thin. Let's now line him up and see if it fits, and we'll take him for a spin. I think we'll go on the ground though, because let's face it, that slot car track test was an absolute flop. Right, there we go. Clicked in. Are we in? Oh, no, we're not. We might, hold on. No, it's falling apart. It's falling apart. There we go. Now it should be in. Now I'm being very gentle because this does, oh, I don't want to break it. Oh, we're not going in. What am I doing here? Hold on. We need to go to a commercial break. Whilst filming, Trav is struggling with that shell on the chassis. I would ask you to subscribe. If you're enjoying this, please hit that thumbs up and share this video. Plenty of RC stuff coming, but I think we've bought Trav enough time. Let's go back to the video. Now that you've subscribed, liked, and all the rest of it, we are now fitted. Now it fits pretty good for a 3DP. You got the body coming out the back here. I mean, I can imagine some people getting fancy with some covers, but it fits nicely. Now, it is quite brittle. I've already started to break some of it, but do we get some action out of it? Let's turn it on. Let's turn this on. Yes, forward, backwards. Right, you know what? We're going back to chest cam, and we're taking this guy for a spin. All right, we are locked and loaded. We have got our 3D printed truck, which I still can't believe how good 3D printers are. Let's chuck him on the ground and let's take him for a spin. I think we're on high speed. Here we are. Is that faster? Probably not. Actually, probably is because it's lighter. Look at it go. I can imagine, turn around, a fair few of these. And I only printed this off very quickly, so I might actually do a really good version of this and try and get some windows on it. But that is absolutely flying now. And it's turning better, which I'll show you why, because I forgot to show you a little tool that you get in the kit for the car. But that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I don't think we're going to test out the slot car track again, but I was very impressed with that. One more sprint. Go, go, go. Yes. All right, now the fun part. We are going to throw our RX-7 in the wind tunnel. But before we do, I wanted to show you what this does. It did handle a lot better with our truck on board because I used this little guy, which my camera doesn't want to pick up. But let me quickly show you. I'm going to put you on the pedestal. And whilst you're listening, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked, please do. Plenty of stuff coming, plenty of RC stuff to be done. Now, you do get this little guy in your kit. Please, let me see if I can show you. Do not throw that away. These little pins here mean the world to your steering. So you can see those little cutouts. You will then put this on top like so, and this will adjust your steering right and left. So if you want to try and get that pin straight, this is really the only way you can do it without too much fuss. So that's why our truck did much better, because I did adjust it. And if you do want to see what this is like in the wind tunnel, stay to the end of the video, but it's time to load in the RX-7. So the fun part, let's put our RX-7 in our FunTech Lab 1/24 scale wind tunnel. I do have an affiliation link. I'll try and put that down below if I remember. If I don't, check them out. They're really cool. Now I have 3D printed some stands for some certain vehicles because they do sit too low or sometimes not high enough. So I think we're going to get away with just putting this guy inside our station here. Now I'm going to go from above just to show. We're going to line him up in the line like that. Very nice. Close our lid, otherwise the smoke effect won't work. And I'm going to see if I can get out of the way. I was going to put you on the pedestal, but you won't get the full look around. So let me see if I can turn this up to 338 kilometers per hour. Of course, scale. I don't know if it actually is to scale. And let's take a look at how aerodynamic the RX-7 is. I'm always blown away by how cool, and we're going to get some reflection here from the lights, the smoke effect is. And that rear spoiler is doing exactly what it was designed to do, disrupting that air. And you get actually a little bit of blowback there. Interesting, but side angle looks really cool. And you can see the silhouette of the RX-7 with the wind going over it. I do like that. See if I can get another shot from the side. Let's go around to the back. If I can get my buff head out of the camera, you see the wind flicking off out the back. And one of the cooler shots, I think, is normally from above, showing you how cool those lines look. But there you go. It looks like the RX-7 had aerodynamic designs in mind back in the 90s. That is wicked. But now, some slow motion time. Yep. And that is a wrap on my quick look at my first series for the Mini Z cars. I honestly think this is worth the $100. What's your thoughts on that? Definitely be grabbing some more shells, and I've got some more videos coming out on this guy. Remember, stay to the end for a bit of an aero test on this guy. But that's a wrap. If you're not subscribed, please do, and I'll see you in the next RC video. Bye. So if you're stuck around to the end of the video, here is something special for you. We're going to put the truck in our wind tester. It doesn't look too aerodynamic, though. Let me just quickly straighten that up. Let's close the lid. Let's crank it up. 338. Actually, it's not that bad. Look at the dirty air coming off the back. That is insane. But we don't have any windows, so if you're a driver in there, you'd be smoked out. That is absolutely terrible. Oh, look at the air intake at the front. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, there you go. Bit of a bonus for you. Cheers, guys.